M0FXB, welcome to my channel. So we're going to do this video on the Anytone 778UV budget radio. Now you can get these radios nowadays for about £90. They're dual band radios, VHF, UHF, and they do PMR radio. They can be wide banded. I've had one for a couple of years. I just haven't hardly used it. We've got the manual on the screen. If you look at the picture of the radio, you can see that it's got a really nifty microphone as well. So I will try and get in here, but it's not very clear. I might show it later. But the microphone lights up. The other good thing about the radio is all the buttons on the radio light up as well, including even the start button, or the on-off button, and the function button. So you can program these radios using the software, PC software, which we've got here. Let's just minimize it. So at the moment, it's just got 2 channels in because I haven't loaded it up yet. You need a cable that comes with the radio. It actually plugs into where the microphone goes. There you are, you heard it go there. So I'm going to go and find the box for it later and do a completely separate video, loading up the frequencies using the PC software. So my memory is I think it's 25 watts. So the whole radio is like a giant heat sink. So you can see it's quite a nice solid, very good, feels very good quality a very good quality radio. So what we'll do, we'll just look at the radio and what's on the front of the radio and what each key does. And we'll go into the function menu. So like I said, you can get these for a budget price, and they have like a dual watch feature. So even though they're only meant to receive one band at a time, the dual watch is so fast that if you're monitoring 2 stations like I am now, and then one comes in on the B band, it feels almost like a full dual band radio, although it's not. So let's just have a look at the keys. So at the moment we've got it in it's in dual band receive. So on here on the P1 we've got the AB button. So at the moment A band is my local repeater on 2 meters. And on the B band we've got another repeater on 70 centimeters. So we can toggle between the two by just going A and B like that by pushing the P1, and you can see on the screen it says A and B. Now we can do single receive. So to do single receive, we just on the right hand side it says RDW. So if I push that, we're now single receive. So I haven't looked at the terminology of the what RDW actually stands for, because I haven't really looked at the manual. But we're going to look at it now. So as you can see, we're in single receive. Now we can still go A and B. There you go. Actually, we're on A band now, and B band is the 2 meter one. So let's stay on A for now. Quick scan through the menu, the manual, and there you go. You can see there's the microphone. I look at that microphone, and it gives you full control of the radio, and it's literally one of the best looking microphones I've ever seen. And also, it has very good reports. The receive and transmit on this radio is always good reports. The other interesting thing is that it does full PMR. And so these have become very popular for PMR. Again, it's PMR something I've never used. So I need to look into PMR, and I think when I do, I will be looking into it and trying to make some contacts on PMR using this radio. So let's have a quick look at the content. So functions, accessories, installation, display mode, getting acquainted, function menu, channel menu, keypad menu, DTMF, maintenance, specifications, attached chart. So lots to look at here. There's the what comes with it. I can't see the programming cable. There it is there. It says PC cable. That is basically a network lead at one end, like on your PC or your, say, your router, and a USB on the other. So I'm going to have a hunt. I do use an external speaker just like this one, because they are, you know, I wouldn't say it's the loudest. It's, you know, it sounds like a mobile radio for a car used to sound, you know, a while back, and that is, you know, it's actually quite a appealing sound if you're into radio. So programming software, well, we've already been there and had a look where that is. So let's find that. Here it is here. You just go to, I'll put these links in the video. You go to, where is it? Anytone.net, basically. And then once you're in Anytone.net, you go to Service and Support and Download Center. And then when you, sorry about this. So you can hear it going off there. We will have a contact, but not yet. Okay, so, and then you go down to Anytone 778, PC software, hit that. You'll get the usual compressed file, and away you go. So, well, we'll look at that later. Now, if you look to do the volume, you go volume, that's P6, and then just go down a bit for now. Nice solid buttons that click. And the button, the function button here, actually you can push it. It sort of clicks in as well for extra functionality. Let's get back to the manual. Right, so, sorry, we're juggling things around here so you can still see the radio. So installation, usual bracket, 12 volt or 13.8 volt. 10 amp fuse, so I would say you need at least a 10 amp supply. Speaker jack in the back, and then your PL259 connection. Yeah, microphone just plugs in the front. Getting acquainted. So, we'll look at the manual and we'll look at the radio. I'm just trying to check you can see the radio clear. Yeah, it looks like you can. So, the on-off button is the red button here, so let's push it. Closing. Push it. Back on. There you go. Right, P1 is A and B. P2 is VFO memory. So I've got a few memories in here. So I'll just show you, I'll just go through some memories. There you go. There's not many in here. I need to program it a bit better. And we're actually toggling. Let's get it right. VFO and memory. So maybe we have to pause a bit before we start changing it. Or do I select that? Right, that's it now. You push the function key. And now, yeah, now I can toggle through my memories. There you go. So just remember that. So when you go to, so back to VFO, you push the function key here, and then you can flick through those frequencies. So that's worth remembering. There's 145,500. Right, we'll leave it. So we'll go back to memory, and remember once we do that, we push the function key. I think if you leave it for a minute, it'll go back to that anyway. So let's go to a repeater. Now here's a repeater frequency here. Of course you can set the CTSS and tone, and we'll look in the function menu for that. So just for another thing here, see P3, bottom left, it says monitor. So what you do, you push that, and you can hear the input. So you're basically hearing 145, and then the shift is 600, so 1450875. So us hams call it the input. Then you've got P5, which is the squelch. So again, I've just pushed that. I can change it, the squelch, and then push the function. We'll call it the function knob for now, and then you've got the function button. And then bottom right, you've got volume. So P6, change the volume, push the function knob. Okay. So let's have another look. Now, if you just push the function button once, you get another 6 shortcut menus. Now, I haven't used these for ages, so we're going to have a look in a minute. Did you see that I pushed it and it reverted back to the first set of 6 menus? So, mic jack, channel switch push button, that's what they call it. Rear panel, PL259, extension speaker. Number 3, I'm not sure. Oh, that's the power cable, isn't it? Of course it is. So you have all these different things that display on the front. So we recognize some of them. Reverse, plus and minus shift. W is number 11. Now what does that stand for? Displays when the set bandwidth for main channel. Displays when set bandwidth for main channel. So does that mean it's on 2.5 kilohertz instead of 1.25? Not really completely sure. So 13.8 volts. A and B band, we've got it on here at the moment, so let's just do that. There you go, we're on A and B, so it displays dual band. That's RDW. RDW, yeah. So, right. And then we've got, so A and B, VFO memory, monitor is received the input. RDW is dual watch. I'm not sure what the R stands for. So, and you've got squelch volume. Okay, quite a lot there. We've been through that, I think. Now the microphone, like I said, it's a very, very nifty looking microphone. I think you've got it on the picture on the display at the front, haven't you? Yeah, you can see it there, but it actually lights up. I'll just switch the display like this a minute so I can pull the camera back and just quickly show you the microphone, how good it looks. So look at that. You know, that's like a blue, more of a blue than a white. And then you've got different programmable buttons. You can definitely type in the frequency. If I go to VFO mode, and let's type in a frequency. Sorry, it's not very great focus, is it? Right, so 145. You get it. See? You're in there, 145. Or you can go 43300. Again, we're in that. So let's do a PMR one, which is 446125. I'm correct. So there's a PMR frequency. So as you can see, really smart microphone. On the side it says up, down. So look, you can hold it down, it'll search. There you go. Bit slow, but so like I said, very smart looking. Let's get this focus back in now. Very smart looking radio, and it actually looks better in the flesh. Get it back into VM mode, and we'll come out of this screen a minute so we can see what we were doing. So yeah, we've got the microphone here. Okay, so number 1, up, down, yeah, done that. Frequencies, push to talk on the side. A and B is number 5, big A and B button. TXRX, yeah. You've got A and B shown at the front as well, number 6. The indicator light for main band. PTT is here, and you can lock it. There's your mic connector with a diagram. Display mode, so we've been through that really. Right. Switching the power off, done that. Adjusting the volume, done that. Adjusting frequency, done that. Channel, receiving, transmitting, well, we know that. Main channel and sub channel, yeah, you use the AB button with VFO and channel mode, yeah. Actually, main channel and sub channel, I don't know if we did that. Press the function to switch. Let's just quickly do that. No, that's function. Switching between main channel and sub channel. The radio works by single channel dual watch in standby. The frequency in the upper side is main channel, down side is sub channel. The transmit is available only on the main channel. So you can only transmit on the channel that is got the largest display. Now, how do you go from A to B? Short press function to switch function group. Choose the PX key defined as AB. Of course, yeah. So it's P1. I should have known that. So basically, there it is there. Okay. Channel edit. So in VFO mode, turn channel knob up or down. Key in the microphone to adjust the frequency. Short press function to switch function group. Choose PX key defined as CDT and press function key. Yeah, so I think that's a bit in depth. I'll guess at it in a minute. I've got a feeling that's the second. You can delete channels. There's a CTCSS setup. CTCSS scan, yeah, DCS. Yeah, frequency channel scan. Beat frequency step size, yeah, you can change the steps. Here they are, 2.55, 6.25 and onwards. Apparently you can set this to have steps of 1 kilohertz, but I saw that in a different video. Display mode. So the display mode has 3 different displays: frequency and channel tag name. So you don't have to just see the frequencies, you can see the actual tag name, like a GB3 WR or WE, right? Press push button, the menu value in LCD turns to green color. Just press it, shall we? Well, we're not in display mode, so I'm not going to guess. Squelch level, we know how to do that. Password setting. So you can have a password, can you? Scan. There's the dual watch function that I use quite a lot. Very, very handy. I'm guessing if you had it in dual watch, you might be able to set dual watch on A and B, and then you'll be able to watching 4 bands at the same time. Now you can change the backlight, timeout, power off, pilot frequency. Looks pretty nifty. Microphone speaker. Well, that's telling me that the speaker that the microphone is also a speaker microphone. Turn on microphone speaker. Well, that's pretty handy, isn't it? So it's with a built-in speaker microphone. And then factory default. Usual. And I'm sure there'll be a way of updating firmware if needed. Bandwidth, frequency reverse. It's just got so much in this radio. If you think about it, when you buy the DMR version of this, they're like £400. This thing is 90. USB cable. Like I said, I'm gonna have a look around, see if I can find that. So so we've looked at the manual. So what we'll do now, we'll just go through the second menu, then we'll have a contact. Keep that there like so. So the second menu is, you get to that by just pushing function once. It only stays on for a few seconds. So you've got direct. Oh, look at that. That's weird, isn't it? Basically turns it upside down. I get that. So when you're mounting it in the car, you might need to mount the radio upside down. Anyway, I put it back. That was funny. Shift. So look, you can change the shift. So when I push shift, I can actually change that by turning the push knob. There's your scan. So once you've gone to this 6 menus, push scan, then stop. You probably stop it by keying the microphone as well. Power. Yeah, so we're on high. Keep pushing it. Low, mid, high. CTD, CDT. Now, is that CTCSS? Not really sure. Yes, it is. Look, you can toggle through. So when you push CDT, you can push the main knob, and you can decide which one you want. Look. The most common one is CTC, isn't it? Encode. Right, and then band. Right, let's hit that. Oh, narrow, mid, and wide. Okay, there you go. And that's handy for repeaters. So that's the buttons. So we just hold the function down. Now you start to go into the function menu. So each one has loads. So the best thing is to just, have a little play. So you push the knob. So if I hold down the function, push the knob on function menu 1. So it's beep. Sorry about this. Just working out. There you go. So the beep, turn that on off. Step. DSP frequency. Never use that. All right, you can now that's where you can decide whether it's going to display frequency or the channel name. So you decide what you prefer. I like frequency. So some of these functions then are on the front buttons. So squelch, volume, power, SCM, don't really know what that is. SCT, screen timeout, I would say. Not sure what SCM is. AOP, don't know that. RDW is the dual watch thing. The screen brightness, timeout, yeah. Tone burst, it's old fashioned, isn't it? Not sure what DIR is. Speaker, right, speaker. Now if we change that to hand, I'm just curious to know if it does start to come out of the speaker microphone. RTD, RST. Let's go back. So then you've got channel menu. Yeah. Mini key, what's that? Oh, okay, how do we get out of that? That's interesting, isn't it? Let's just turn it off and on. So that was weird. Right, back to function. Hand key. Right, I don't want to mess it up anymore. So, you get the idea. Now we're going to try and have a contact. I know I get this one quite strong. This is pretty sure is it GB3ZB? I know I should know. I've got a few. Let's try it anyway. So we're on. Pretty sure we were on high power. So let's give a call through, and then we'll call it a day. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. Let's get the volume up a bit higher. And yeah, it is. The volume is coming out of the microphone. Let's get it a bit lower. Just try again. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. Yeah, I wouldn't say that the microphone sounds that loud. So we'll try it on WR. Okay, try this. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling on WR. This is the audio coming from the actual microphone. Yeah, I wouldn't say the microphone sounds very good. It's gone, see that way, it's gone straight to
Good morning. G4TRN here. People call me, but not talking to each other. Been in the room. G4TRN is Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Are you there?
So he is coming back to me. Yeah, Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. Yeah, I didn't realise the channel was in use. I should have called first. So it's Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo in Weston-super-Mare.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, I heard you call it. I had to leave the room. And I'm back. It's fine if the repeat is down. It's not occupied, and it's free to use. It'll go from the news at 9:30, which is a recording. It's a recording of me actually this week. Yeah, do feel free. You're fully quieting signal in from Western. My name's John. I'm in the middle of Bristol, and I'm running an FT817 at the moment. I should also be a pretty good signal in it. I can virtually see down the country from the roof of the house, and the antenna's a lot higher than the roof. So back to you. And Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo. I can remember that better than the letters. G4TRN Golf 4 Tango Romeo November.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to switch it to the proper speaker in a minute. M0FXB returning to G4TRN. Yeah, thanks for coming back to me. Yeah, no, I do quite often listen to the news, and usually when I'm actually jogging up the road from where I live, and I get this repeater very strong. So I've heard it so many times, and you always do a really nice, clear, professional job of it. So I just sat here testing a small Anytone 778 dual band radio with a colour screen. and at the same time making a video of a video tutorial of it. So I was just giving a call out and giving a test. So hopefully I'm sounding good. You're sounding nice and clear. Back to you there. Try and get it back.
Yeah, there is slight smooth noise on you. I'm not sure whether that might be a little bit too much auto. It was a bit difficult to describe. Sort of bubbly.
There you go, that's better.
It was all there, and I'm being critical. But I know some people have that problem with this repeater, and I suspect it's due to the deviation level being a little bit high, and I suspect that the repeater can cope with it. But if you're marginal, the arrangement that makes it
you
cope
probably
with
need to be on narrowband.
sort of cuts in and out. That's all I can think about. The Matt G. RK might be able to enlighten you if you ever hear him on. He's the repeater keeper.
We're on narrowband now.
He tends to be about on the box between 7:30 and 8 o'clock a weekday morning. No, perhaps it's been
G4.
perhaps it's more around about 8 o'clock down to 8:30. Anyhow, if you listen then, he might be able to tell you. But I suspect it's a software thing built into the repeater controller, and they may not have full control on it. So if you aren't able to go to narrowband, if you're not on narrowband, that may solve it. And it would be nice to have the name. M0FXB G4TRN.
M0FXB, Andreas in Weston-super-Mare. So yeah, whilst you were talking, I did quickly switch it over to narrow, so maybe that's better. I might be clipping I might be talking a bit too close to the microphone. Yeah, Matt, is it G4RKY, the repeater keeper? Yeah, all acknowledged on that. So hopefully I'm sounding okay, and I know you've got your news report very soon, 9:30, so I shall listen to that. But this budget radio is actually excellent, Anytone, and it works so well. Just need to get all the settings correct. Just reading the manual now. So thanks very much for the comeback, John. Got you up on QRZ, and look forward to hearing the news. Back to you.
2 Echo 0 Golf Lima Zulu.
There you go.
Is that you, Chris? Right. Taken over now. You haven't got very long. G4TRN.
2 Echo.
Yeah. Good morning, John. Yes, it's Chris. Yeah, I won't keep it because you're just about to do your news. Just thought I'd stick my head in the door and say I'm here listening. And nice to hear a new voice, Andreas in Weston. So I'll let you two carry on for a second and then speak to you after the news. Over. Roger. Good to hear you. You're much louder than Andreas is at the moment. So and there was sort of noises in the pauses between your speech, Andreas. So maybe it's not you. maybe it's the computer. Let's blame the computer. When you back away from the microphone a bit, it's a little bit quiet, but it is nicer. It's a matter of finding a happy medium. I'm just wondering if Sean was about this morning, and he will pass it to you. We've got to be careful not to crash the news. Whoever is speaking as it goes past 9:30 continues on, and when they break carrier, the news starts. It's right. I'm waffling. G7NJX. Are you about, Sean?
G7IK.
Morning, John. Yeah, I'm
not here, just sorting a few things out while I'm listening. I'll have a quick word to you after the news. I could hear some activity on 2 meters last week while you were reading it. So yeah, I'll pass it round to Andreas. Mike 0 Foxtrot X-ray Bravo, Golf 7 November Juliet X-ray.
Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo returning. Yeah, thanks very much for the audio reports. I can go off and do some tests and go into the settings. I haven't looked at the mic gain and other settings that are in this set. We have the ability to choose mid, narrow and high and wide. So yeah, I'll stand by now then. Thanks to the two, I didn't get the name, but I think it was Chris possibly, and Sean, if I'm correct. Thanks for the audio reports, and I'll stand by and listen. Hand it back to you, John. M0FXB. Right. Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I would say that you can, if you're a little bit on the quiet side now. There is something popping around in the transmission. We're not talking. It could be an or something like that. It's just like something bumping around, for want of a better description.
I wonder what it was.
Oh dear.
I literally haven't used this radio for
Oh, it's back. Yeah, we got a minute to go.
So it might just need a good clean on the microphone.
Speak to you afterwards, Sean. Nice signal this morning. Only on 2 meters.
I can hear what he's saying.
I'll go.
I think the connections need a good clean.
Pop up after the news. G4TRN.
We'll get used to it one day. Right. I don't think it really liked it in high power either.
N-O-I-C-E. CQ. Calling all radio amateurs.
There you go. So they've gone on to the news now. Now we'll just quickly, I said I'd quickly look at PMR. PMR frequencies start from 4460625 to 19375. So we're literally just going to flick through. We could trail it to scan, if I remember that. Could use the fist mic for that. Let's hold it down and see if it does it. Now we have to be in VFO mode for that. I know what, let's get out of dual receive. Let's see if we can get it to scan. No, we're still in dual receive. Okay. Get it to scan. No, it's going back in dual receive. So let's just flick through. Sorry about this, my fault for not really knowing what I'm doing. VFO memory. Right, we'll just flick through to 19375, see if we hear anything. Quite a long way through. I think that's past the main channels now. So right, okay, well we've had a test. I think it needs a bit of a clean, that one. But I think overall you've got an idea of how the Anytone 778 UV radio works. The next video will be on programming it via the computer. So 7.3, please subscribe if you like, and all the best. M0FX be clear.